All right, let's get into it. In the bottom right side, our blue Terran, it is ByuN. Scarlett, our red Zerg in the top left. The Shopify Rebellion duo just won their WTL matchup. As we get up and running, and we get underway. So game number 1, best of 3 action, and get this up and rolling. Let me see what our plan will be from ByuN as he sets up 2 barracks already. He is going to get the right side of the map to do this on at least, so he will be able to take a wall off and his add-ons will be protected. That was one of his downfalls earlier. Yeah, that was one of the issues he faced a little bit earlier on today. As we just have ourselves the hatch pool. Coming up, a couple of Reapers are on the way. I'm going to say hopefully ByuN can recover from a little bit of this kind of dismal day that he's having. Currently 0-2. Scarlett 2-1. Scarlett wins. She's guaranteed through the group. If she loses, does she end up behind? What's the map score situation? She's got worse map score than DNS at 2-1. DNS has a 2-2. So Scarlett kind of needs to win. Otherwise, she's going to have worse map score than DNS, and very likely she ends up potentially behind someone else as well. If we're going to fight, a few Lings going down, a couple Queens on the Ling speed coming up, CC in the refinery. On the way through, as a couple of Reapers will continue to trade, and those Lings going to take some shots. Another drone going down as well. Factory is building, the CC is still coming online. Reapers will move towards the natural as we do have a factory building, and a few Lings and a couple Queens continue up as well. Let's see, Reapers continue to come down. We do have a third CC coming up. Lings and Ling speed coming in. Tanks is going to come across. Just try and drop down onto the reactor there. I see a couple of Hellions coming through. Get settled down. Marine coming about also as these few Lings gather it up together for the moment. And a couple of Hellions coming about. A Marine coming through. Engineering base on the way up. This engineering base continue to settle down. Just going to be seeing the Reapers and the Hellions coming through. A couple of Lings taking damage. Reapers and the Hellions get rid of it with a little bit of creep spread out the front for the moment. Yeah, and the Rotron finishing, hatchery being done, a few more overloads coming through. 1-1 upgrades in the stim pack building on the side of ByuN, so we get that all rolling with obviously this big push into bioplay already getting settled. Reapers and the Hellions continue to come about. That's going to be a dead Queen, so Queen at the front goes down. Second Queen, I think, in some trouble as well, but the Lings were looking for a wraparound. Maybe could have gotten it. Ling Ravage is on the way up. Scarlett about to send some aggression to the side of the map. Well, ByuN is going to have a wall off. Not really anything defensively set up just yet. Upgrades are not going to be done for this either. Pull back towards the natural expansion. We do just see again more Lings coming up. The Roach Ravager still coming through. A couple of SCVs will pull in and repair up the Hellions. Corrosive Battles going to start working on the reactor there. Marines wanting to maybe come through. Another couple of Corrosive Battles. Tech Lab taking some shots. If we get rid of the stim, obviously that's a pretty big deal. Big set of repairs on it for the moment. Yeah, obviously stim finishing will be a big factor here. Will help ByuN out a lot defensively. Do you not think we have enough to bring that down? We do! Yes, we do! This time a couple of Ravages extra there. And the Tech Lab goes down. Stim will not finish. And Scarlett. More bars coming about. Ravager coming about. SCV still dropping. Just going to see those Lings going to flood on forwards. Going to get a wrap around on the SCVs, on the Marines. And it does look as though Scarlett is breaking through for success. I was going to say, battles in that tank would be incredible. She put more on the low ground. She actually doesn't get rid of the tank, so this is not done just yet. Scarlett only has a 4-worker lead coming out of this. Down on upgrades. It's actually not good enough for Scarlett at the end of the day. Rax lifts off, a couple of SCVs pull in. Rax is going to get repaired. Two Marines still trying to move forwards as you have 2-2 upgrades coming up from ByuN. Ravager Force figuring out what it wants to do as well. A couple more Corrosive Vials going to hit the barracks. Tank shoots. Ravager gets chased away. A couple extra barracks coming online. 2-2 upgrades still coming about. Stim pack, +1 vehicle weapons. Will land here again. Scarlett is on her way to her own melee upgrades, but man, she's going to be 0-0 against 2-2 for a portion of time. Well, melee upgrade still coming about. Our Roach Speed coming through as well. Just going to have ourselves the Bane Nest about to finish. Infestation Pit about to be done. Marines unload on the right-hand side. Going to get rid of a couple creep tumors. And just going to be having this Marine Force pushing up. Medevac's taking hits. We get all the way up to the top. Melee upgrades still coming through. Marines will go after those dronies. There's a lot of drones going down. Actually, 9 workers being killed. 10 workers being killed. Ain't bad at all. Still got the 1-1 in the Roach Speed coming up. Hive is on the way in as well. Hatchery spores continue to produce through. The medevac's going to boost across to the left. Well, investors coming around. Our 2-2 melee upgrades coming up. Baneling speed is now building. Continue to get that on the go as the Hive comes up as well from Scarlett. So she's able to start drawing this into some later stages, and if that happens, then yeah, the upgrade deficit may not matter as much. I mean, it's now at least just a one set of upgrade deficit. It will be for a while 3-3 to 1-1 though. Maybe another opportunity for ByuN to take some fights and to force something to happen here. Marine stepping onto some of the creep. We get rid of some of those humans in the front. 3 combat shield coming up, Vikings, tanks, barracks all on the way. The +2 vehicle weapon upgrade is coming up as well. Sling Roach Ravager going to knock down this set of rocks in the middle of the map, so we take those down as well. When stem up, we're going to get rid of a queen immediately. I think ByuN's somewhat just happy to sort of say as well, though, that he's kind of happy to play into the later stages. Like, he's in no rush, it seems, to try and force the issue here. So not much coming out of any of this right now. Still got those 3-3 upgrades coming through from ByuN. Again, 2-2 on the way from Scarlett. Adrenal Glands coming up. Lings, Ultra Cavern coming in as well. Hatchery still building. A few more Marines is going to unload, and a couple of drones getting picked off once more. 5 workers will be killed. Oh, nice little drop in. Again, mostly just setting up for the defensive slower game, right, with the Vikings and tanks all coming through. That +2 vehicle weapons coming up and online as well. Marines still coming across. Overlord's getting shot at. That's Marine Medevac force coming back around into the center. That's going to be both of these Overlords getting knocked down. Creep team is still going down as well. Tank shots across the board there. Lings is going to get hit. Infesta's still in the center. Obviously, we are now at least 2-2 upgrades as Scarlett, who's starting her 3-3 and Chitinous plating. As Infesta's out, a creep spread impeccable as it always is from Scarlett. Bane, Ravager, Roach moving around on that far right side. Marines are going to load back into those medevacs. Going to retreat away. Marines continue to gather. A couple more creep tumors going down. Nice, Ravager Bane would love to try and get a jump on top of some of these units, but hard to get through. I mean, there's a CC in the front, right? You got to go around that. There's tanks behind it. That's the whole point of this, to be fair, right? From the point of view of ByuN, you're just going to kind of make this a turtly situation. Those ghosts in the front do go down. They didn't pull back after dropping the snipes. They maybe could have done. Scarlett with 5 ultras on the way as she sets up into a force that will try and break through the army of ByuN, but ByuN is such a good turtly Terran player, and he's already gotten to 5 bases, and that's what concerns me. It feels like ByuN has already done the difficult part of shoving up to 5 bases. Now he just sits here and takes these trades for a while, and I think he's going to be a very happy Terran for the foreseeable future. Ultras coming up, Night's Network coming through. Let's have ourselves the tank shots firing up on a bunch of those Lings. Flying clouds coming down to start us off. We are going to start breaking up onto this high ground, continuing to push forward. Couple of ghosts getting set up as well. So just trying to get those up and running here as we have our CC would like to go down. Gonna have ourselves the Marines still pushing through this hatchery, gonna take a little bit more damage. Five spores on the way up as Scarlett continues to invest into more of that static defense around the map. Missile turrets get rid of the overseers, so that's going to be a great catch. We do have the armory finishing soon. Tanks and Marauders popping out, plus 3 vehicle weapons is going to be ready shortly. From ByuN, he is again absolutely committed to taking into this later stages of the game. 15 minutes deep so far. Kind of becoming, I mean, kind of a must-win for both of these teammates, unfortunately. ByuN is 0-2. He must win here to probably have a chance at all. Scarlett kind of needs to win, otherwise she gets threatened to be overtaken by others and miss out on playoffs. There is probably some weird world where we end up on a full kind of set of 2-2 ties in this group, which would be incredible. Shows that this group is really kind of wide open from the get-go, apparently, as Blinding Clouds come down. Bane's trying to reach those ghosts. He gets some of them. Fungal Growth lands on the Medivacs, but doesn't catch the ghosts as we get Ultra sniped on the retreat. Looking very, very good here on the side of ByuN. And Scarlett has to replenish 50 supply worth of units just like that, so that's a costly rebuild coming in straight away. And that's where ByuN just continues to drain that bank and slowly work his way towards some of these other bases. Drones coming about, Lings are going to be coming through, so we stay on the move here just for a moment or two. The hatch are going to go down, the bio and the ghost continuing through as well. We do see 5 CCs on the way up. ByuN really ready to accept as late a game as he can create of this. Parasitic Bomb going to hit that Viking. We do see the tanks firing. Letting Ultra getting pushed back. A few more drones going down. Love this from ByuN. A little bit of just a squad around the left side. Going to find some value. Can these ghosts get some snipers off? I think so. They're going to get one of these Ultras low at the very least. They may not get out alive or anything, but yeah, should get an Ultra. Obviously got a bunch of the damage done there initially as well. That was not a bad fight at all. Medivac now boosting across to the far right side as our hatchery over there will be setting up as well. Bunch more corruptors coming through. Lings are still in production. Overlords are still coming about. Our bio going to jump onto this Spore Crawl on the right-hand side now. A couple of these CCs still on the move as well. As we pull it back, a couple of those Lings will go down. Again, +2 missiles, +2 flyer attacks. Both upgrades on the way out right now as our army trying to figure out what is next for us in this current situation. What is the best move? What is the next play? Both going to snipe down a Corruptor, a few Lings going down. Obviously, as bases get close to one another, this is where you just got to start scrapping for economy. You kind of want to take eco away from your opponent. You don't want to have that eco kind of just accessible for them. And yeah, at some point, ByuN would kind of not like to have Scarlett just mining both of these bases on the left and the right side, right? So would love to kind of get through that. We've seen our Lings coming forwards. A couple of those ghosts are going to get blasted. Ghost coming through again. Massive snipes going to go off on all of these Corruptors. That's a bunch of freebies. Scarlet supply dropping again. She does not have unlimited resources. Trades like that are going to be a major advantage. Resources lost here, what, 27k to 15.6. Already hugely favorable to ByuN. And it is on the back of snipes like that one. So ByuN's trades are good. Obviously allows them to kind of be down the bases for the moment. Again, would ideally not let Scarlett mine completely from those bases. As Scarlett tries to break through. I mean, it costs you so much just to try and break through the first planetary fortress here. And now some ghosts arriving. Scarlett will be denied mining on the left-hand side. Scarlett's supply has absolutely plummeted. And I'm not sure Scarlett's going to find a good way back out of this, to be honest. Not sure at all. And we've seen a couple more snipes coming about. And we've seen some tanks still firing, some Banes going down. A couple more snipes and Ravages are still getting picked off. The Vikings pushing through, these ghosts are sniping down some more of these Corruptors. We've seen a few more ultras pushing through as Scarlett is just not going to be able to trade well enough at all here, and ByuN is going to be able to just hold out to win out game number 1 after 21 minutes on game number 2. In the bottom left-hand side, with a 1-0 lead, it's going to be our blue Terran player from the Shopify Rebellion, ByuN. In the top right, our red Zerg is Scarlett. As this group is obviously getting a little bit crazier. These matches continue through. Getting very close here, actually, because... So say ByuN wins this against Scarlett. Scarlett's going to have a pretty horrendous map score for being 2-2. I think she would be -2? Is that possible? Probably, right? 2-1 DRG, 2-1 against... Yeah, if she 2-1s DRG and she 2-1'd against... DNS, but she lost to Skillers 0-2 and she also loses to ByuN 0-2, the map score would be kind of in the bin. It's always going to be worse than DNS's. ByuN with a 2-0 would put himself in a much better spot. Skillers 2-0-4 right now is looking very good, even if he doesn't win out. Yeah, kind of a crazy little situation here. DRG 1-2. He's -2 map score as well, but could absolutely end up above Scarlett if he wins against Skillers, but that is a necessity for DRG. ByuN is back to proxying that barracks, by the way. This is something that ByuN has just kept on doing on Alcyone. This is apparently just something he's making happen lately. First Reaper's on the way up then, so we'll see just how successful the Reaper aggression of ByuN can turn out. For the next few minutes. Reaper start a fight. First lane goes down. Queen getting bopped around a little bit as well. Let's see how Reaper's actually going to get low, but still alive. You know, just going to attach onto the hatchery for a few moments. So now Reaper's helping into the main base. Link speed still coming up. Factory and the reactor coming through as well. Getting that up and going. Gonna see the Reaper's actually gonna be taking some shots still. We so far killed a Queen and 4 Lings. 1 Reaper going down. Some damage on this hatch. I think it's reasonable for the amount of Reapers. The barracks on its way home as well. It's going to be seen at Queen, Overlords, drones still coming up, a couple more Hellions are on the way as ByuN just gets the transition ready. A bit of aggression to start off for him and now moving forwards. Let's just see a couple of mules are going to be coming about, trying to see what we can get done. Again, Queen's on the way, Stimpak coming through, the couple of engineering bays coming out as well. This Reaper Hellion force continues to the upper side. We're actually going to go diving through, and a couple of these Lings will begin to go down. Actually, nice catch as well. Now the Reaper Hellion combo going to push in towards the natural. We're going to be committed here. Queens are coming around the back already. ByuN is actually going to make a getaway. Going to cost you a Reaper and a Hellion, so 2 units go down. We got a few Lings for it. Not exactly ideal. He obviously had eyes kind of focused in on that mineral line, which he thought was kind of empty of defense. And it kind of was, to be fair, the mineral line itself. Just the other units coming back was somewhat able to save the day. This Hellion still moving around. We do have 1-1 upgrades and Stim Pack continuing to build up as well. Next Marines popping out. Armory is on the way through from ByuN. Do you have the Hellions, Reapers coming up right now? Still got that lair on the way. The drones coming up. Queen building, Bane Nest and Naval Chambers building as well. All of that coming through as our units move through the middle of the map. The Hellions and the Reapers begin to go up to the north. Once again, ByuN's going to have a pretty substantial upgrade lead with that 1-1 finishing very shortly. You've seen Reaper's Marines, now some Hellbats pushing forward. Is Scarlett prepared for this? Bane's only just now morphing in. Not looking too pretty as our Marines are going to get a jump on this, and Scarlett just says GG, it's all falling apart. Drones dying elsewhere as well. And that is going to be ByuN taking the 2-0 over Scarlett.